Good evening, everyone. How's everyone's evening going? My evening's going pretty good. Sorry for it to be so late. Well, not late, but late from last night. I didn't get to watching Impact till late after 9, and everyone else was doing their reviews, so I decided to do mine today when I'm wide awake and fully focused. Um, So last night's episode of Impact Wrestling was pretty freaking nuts. You got the Bullet Club challenging Motor City Machine Guns next week. You got Deonna Purrazzo defending her Ring of Honor Women's Championship and the Triple A Reina de Reinas Championship next week as well in a triple threat. So she could lose both her titles to one of the contenders. Crazy. But that's next week. Now we're talking about today. Impact kicks the night off with Josh Alexander saying how happy he is to be back, being back, back home, how it feels being back with his family, and how it's going to feel about him becoming the new Impact World Champion. So he comes out, does this amazing promo saying what he's back, what he's doing, and what he plans to do. And the whole audience chants new world champ, new world champ, new world champ. So I was expecting Moose to come out there and do something, but no, I guess Josh Alexander was having his moment. But out comes Honor No More, and Eddie Edwards, or as he going by Edwards now, speaks about Josh being handed everything and how it must be nice, which leads to a confrontation between Josh and Honor No More. Team Impact comes out and starts a brawl. Scott D'Amore comes out and says, one night we're gonna have a smooth night. We'll have a night where everything goes smoothly, but that sure as hell isn't tonight. It's all led to a matchup between Kenny King and Willie Mack, and Team Impact No More are both banned from ringside. That was a pretty crazy way to kick off the show. That was a really fun match. It was actually on one of my dream matches list. Willie Mack versus. I'm excited for the Jurassic World movie coming out. Can you blame me? Um, I really need to stop having that on, but oh well. That's probably gonna get clipped by my troll, but all right. That was a really fun match. It was actually one of my dream matches. Yeah, I loved seeing Willie Mack and Gotham Knight. No, that was T Rex War from Jurassic World Dominion. Um, Stop distracting me. uh, Limits, Lists, and Dan Did They Deliver. Willie Mack with the bragging rights. Yeah, he won after doing a patented stunner and then a 6-star frog splash onto Kenny King for the victory. Up next is a triple threat qualifying match to enter their spot in the triple threat match at Rebellion versus Trey Miguel. That was a really good triple threat match. I was hoping for Crazy Steve to win, but it was Ace Austin sealing his place in Rebellion. Great match, though. We head to the back where we see Bhupinder being interviewed. He tells Gia he wants to move up the ranks. Raj Singh comes up and asks, why haven't you returned my calls? Bhupinder tried walking away, but Raj grabbed him, and out of nowhere, Larry D returns. Gia was like, what are you doing here? Larry D's like, oh, that's right. I don't work here anymore. But being that Impact is in my hometown, that doesn't mean I can't stop by to say hello, right? Then he says, that's right, because there's no time on the card for me, but there's obviously time for you two. It led to a confrontation, which ended up Raj getting knocked out by Larry's big fist. So yeah, I'm as shocked as ever to see Larry D return. I mean, they were in his hometown, so he could just roll up and hey, say Scott D'Amore, I got something to say. Let me have some room to talk about it, and I'll just talk to one segment. And Apparently it worked because next week we got Larry D, a returning Larry D versus Bopinder Gujar. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. So I'm just gonna call him Bhupinder. I don't know what's up with Larry D, but it was cool to see him again. I like Larry D. Up next, the 8 knockout tag match, the Influence and the Flava. That's what I'm calling Savannah Evans and Tasha Steelz versus the Inspiration and Mick and Chow Chow. Mick and Chow Chow. That was surely interesting last night. Awesome match. Funny thing though is Caleb did get involved. He pulled Chelsea off the apron. She landed hard on her head, but turned around and kicked Caleb in the nuts along with his phone like he had his phone here, and she kicked through the phone up to his nuts. Meanwhile, Mickey James lands the Mick DT on Tasha Steelz and pins her for the 1-2-3. That was the Impact World Champion that just got pinned again. It really shows how great Mickey is and what this may lead to, because this was technically, she just won the Knockouts World Championship at Sacrifice. And then to be on the show immediately following and end up in a pin count by the person you beat, I don't know. That's not a good start to being a good start. Sorry, Tasha. That's not a good start. We'll see where this goes, though. Looks like we'll be getting the Machine Guns versus the Bullet Club next week. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I love the Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns. And also next week, it will be Josh Alexander versus Matt Taven in the main event. Also next week, a triple threat champ challenge. Deanna is going to defend both the Ring of Honor championships against Lady Frost and Giselle Shaw. Both her Reina de Reinas and her Ring of Honor or Women's Championship. Up next, the main event, Rich Swann versus Edwards. And the match hasn't even started yet. And there's already a brawl on the outside of the ring. Wow, what a match. That was amazing. Eddie and Rich Swann left it all in the ring. Big move after big move. What a way to close the show, and Honor No More standing tall at the end of the night. Great show by Impact. Always a great show. Every second of it. I loved how they're now doing storylines and actually how they are doing storylines in the show to further matches so they don't have to be announced on Twitter. That was pretty cool. All in all, a good show. There was a few hiccups. I could say the Tasha Steelz losing part. I don't know what's going on, but that's not how a championship champion should go in the match doing whatever she is doing. So I think Tasha Steelz is not going to have a very lengthy run with the Knockouts World Championship. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm going to look to the comments, and I will be live again next Thursday. Or I got a fun little video I was going to do about the whole WrestleCon matches or WrestleCon show, and my thoughts and ideas for the show. But that's next week, possibly. I don't know yet. Hi, Cody. What's up, Jared? Josh Alexander versus Eddie Edwards. Sure, why not? Jay White and Alex Shelley segment was amazing. Yeah, that segment was amazing. I didn't really write anything down for it because it was just a promo. But the segment was pretty awesome. It was basically Jay White and Alex Shelley promo battle between them. And then Alex Shelley with that one line last night was like, forgot what it was, but it was something little brother and little brother, I created you or something like that. It's on Impact's Twitter. In Team Impact versus Honor No More in a lethal lockdown match at Impact. I think that's what it's leading to be honest. The venue that they have set for at Rebellion is a big ass venue, and it's big enough for a lethal lockdown match. Gotham Knights video game will be released on October 25th. Have no idea what that means for wrestling in this channel, but sure. I'm probably not going to buy it though, because it seems like it's that multiplayer battle royal nonsense where you can only play one character and the rest follow, or it's going to be strictly online. I don't know. I have to do my research on it, but I'm not that excited for it. I was hoping for another Arkham game. W. Morrissey versus Brian Myers. That's possibly in the works. Tasha Steelz versus Mickey James versus Chelsea Green in a three-way match for the Impact Knockouts Championship. All right. Alicia Edwards versus Maria Kanellis is not an active wrestler. She said that last night when she was ringside with Kenny King, and not ringside, she was on commentary with Matthew Raywald and Tom Hannafin. Sami Callihan versus Jonah. No, let's not do that. He'll just come back from being injured. Don't put him back in a match with someone that has experience in injuring people. He broke PCO's neck, for crying out loud. Sami Callihan should return to Impact Rebellion. Possibly. I have a feeling he might show up in the World Championship match. Whoever wins that one. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to my socials at Misery Eater 101. That is the 101, lowercase m or uppercase M, uppercase E. The rest are all small letters. Anything you see that is not me, it isn't me. I only have one account, and it's the one I promote through here on my Twitter. The rest are fake accounts that troll me at every turn. So just saying that out there. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned till next week. Exciting stuff. Ace Austin. Congratulations. All right. Laters.